Just give me a second. I'm grabbing a soda, and then we should able to start. Welcome to the party. It's your boy Malintent. We back again. Got last Epoch ready rolling. Got it kind of what you would call it how would you say it? We got it primed. Got it primed and ready to go. Ready. All right, we'll charging that later. All right, so what do we got going on today? We got a little last epoch going on, and we got a little things that some other things that are kind of working through. We're gonna go through the patch notes, try to figure out what the patch notes look like, and go from there. Now, there was a patch notes overview that was kind of released. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start there. I'm gonna go through the overview, look at the overview with them, and go through this video. I don't even know how long this video is. It's like 15 minutes. We're gonna go through that video. We're gonna see exactly how that goes. They're gonna go over just some of the stuff, probably highlight some stuff, and then we'll go ahead and we'll react to the point of what they're talking about. Then later on, what we have to do is we're gonna have to get on and do a modification. You know, all right. What we got to do is we got to get a configuration or get our loop filters put together. So we got to go over the patch notes, watch the patch notes, loop filter, and all the other things so that we can get ready for next week. Now, during the time frame of now until next week, we got other things we got to try to take care of. I still got some stuff I want to try to do inside of Path of Exile, but I'm really pushing Last Epoch, as you can see. Last Epoch, I'm really pushing the last. Oh, bring this down. Man, that makes it so tall. There you go. I want to be Last Epoch, Epoch Central. That way we know exactly what's going on. All right, so let me stop the music. Ding. Music has been stopped. Let's see what goes.
Welcome, travelers. I'm Judd Kobler, founder of 11th Hour Games and game director for Last Epoch, and today I'm excited to share with you all the awesome new updates coming in Season 3, Beneath Ancient Skies, which is launching on August 21st. This update introduces a new campaign chapter where we'll be going back in time to explore the ancient past, a new system built around hunting evolving Rift Beasts, and powerful new rewards. It also includes a rework of the Lich Mastery and improvements to the Necromancer, Beastmaster, Minion AI, and a long list of quality of life changes across.
Okay, so I'm taking the subtitles off because there's no reason for the subtitles for this. We're just gonna go ahead and keep on going, but I'm just letting you know I'm taking the subtitles off.
The game. Let's take a look at what's new in Season 3, Beneath Ancient Skies. Chapter 10 expands the campaign following the events of Majasa's defeat. Players will continue the story by pursuing Apophis into the ancient era. As you chase Apophis down, you will traverse through a prehistoric realm filled with monstrous wildlife and flora. You will explore beautiful areas such as lush jungles and vast forests filled with dinosaurs. as well as crystal-filled caves and giant insect-infected mountains. As you get further, you will find dragon layers, and even the floating temple of Otera in the sky. You will meet some unlikely allies and find Nagasa, Osprix, and Wingari peacefully coexisting. Next, we'll take a look at the new encounter system, the Primal Hunt. Throughout the campaign and in-game, you'll encounter mysterious rifts, gateways into the ancient era. On the other side, players will dive into deep caves, where they will find the rift beasts and their nests. After defeating the beast, players choose one of the hatchlings to spare, which grants future rift beasts a new evolution. Evolutions add new abilities, body parts, and rewards to the next generation of rift beasts. As you continue on your journey, you will be ambushed by the evolved rift beasts until you eventually find another rift back to their lair, where you can continue to evolve the current lineage.
Okay.
By defeating evolved rift beasts, you will earn trophies in the form of primordial materials, ancient bones, and, rarely, one of a few select primordial unique items.
Hold up.
You can also trade your primordial materials with a friendly
I got a question, dude.
Call an ambulance! Call
What's
an
up, Sephiroth?
ambulance!
How you doing?
But not for
trophies
me.
in the form of primordial materials, ancient bones,
It looks like they have different tiers of the primordial stuff. That's what that's good to know.
and, rarely,
Oh, no,
one
they
of
put
a
it-
few
put it where
select
the keys
primordial
were.
unique
Okay, got it.
items. You can also trade your primordial
They split the
materials
key
with a
screen
friendly
into
Wingari
multiples.
hunter, Scarven Bloodhorn, for primordial uniques and runes of evolution, a new rune used to craft primordial exalted items. Primordial items are so powerful that each traveler may only have a single primordial item of either kind equipped at a time. Over 30 new
Ooh.
uniques have been added in this patch, including 25 primordial uniques. Some highlights include Carrion of Creation, gloves which convert 6 other ailments into bleed chance. True Sight Glass, an amulet that unlocks access to a second tier of critical strikes. Blossom of Immortal Stone, an amulet that converts all void, necrotic, and poison damage taken to physical damage. And Tyrant's Skull, allowing any wearer to be accompanied by a powerful T-Rex minion.
Oh, I like
These
that one.
primordial uniques
T-Rex
are very
minion.
strong.
Gotta have it,
EHG is
Sephiroth.
wishing you good rolls and good luck hunting. However, you may be interested in primordial exalted items, which are obtained by using the Rune of Evolution. Use these on exalted items.
You before the dino, you can take all ailment type things and convert it to physical. I think is what it said. He was saying. Hold up. It should be right about here. Nope. For the dino.
Necrotic and poison damage taken to physical damage.
Void taken, necrotic, and poison all convert into physical damage.
And Tyrant's Skull, allowing any wearer to be accompanied by a powerful T-Rex minion.
Yes, I know.
These primordial
That's
uniques
really
are very
nice.
strong.
So
EHG is
so
wishing you good rolls and
what that does is it actually allows you to go ahead and not necessarily throw. You won't need necrotic resistance. You won't need poison resistance. You won't need the other resistance. You'll just put that on and just deal with the elemental resistances and then keep moving from there, because that'll make a major thing. Yes, you would just have to have armor and the elemental resistances, because the rest of it is not going to be necessarily needed. Oh, but you're still going to need physical resistance. So you're going to max out your physical resistance and your elemental resistances. That's it, which is easy compared to, and that means you could use those slots that you would use for resistances for other things. That actually might be a real powerful item.
good luck hunting. However, you may be interested in primordial exalted items, which are obtained by using the Rune of Evolution. Use these on exalted items with a tier 7 affix, and it will randomly select one of the tier 7 affix.
So easy as the others are hardest to get resistances for. No, not really. You can get physical. I've never really had problems other than not having enough slots to be able to Oh, okay. I was about to say that was I was about to get freaked out. I told Chewy not to deliver something, and it just looked like it was about to deliver some stuff to me, and I was like, "Hold up, I didn't want nothing delivered." Okay, sorry about that.
And turn it into a tier 8 affix and then seal it, freeing up an additional affix slot on the item. On top of
Hold up, they didn't let us know about that. They did not let us know about that. That is crazy. It takes a tier 7, rolls it to tier 8, and then seals it, which allows you to put another thing on it. That is powerful. No, tier 8 came out, but nobody said it was going to seal it. That moved it from here to here. It's sealed. I can add another affix. That I don't. The video never said anything about sealing. It said, "Hey, you can get tier 8."
that, you can still seal regular affixes on the item as well, which means you can have a non-unique item with up to 6.
Yes, it's guaranteed to be a T8, and it's guaranteed sealed. And then, like he said, you can still seal other things, like seal that and then add more stuff.
affixes on it. Tier 8 affixes are oftentimes twice as powerful as their Tier 7 counterparts, allowing for some truly crazy items. We can't wait to see what builds the community makes with these new primordial items in hand. This patch focuses heavily on reworking the Lich and overall improvements to the Necromancer and Beastmaster masteries, as well as core improvements to how minions behave. A new behavior toggle has been added that lets you switch minions between Assassinate and Protect stances. This allows for more control over how they behave in different situations. In Assassinate stance, minions attack enemies further away from you and more heavily prioritize bosses and rare enemies. In Protect stance, they stay nearer to you and prioritize.
If you only had to crit multiplier tier 8s, yes. Crit multiplier tier 8. Boop. Where's the crit multi?
attacking enemies that are close to you. Minions will now prioritize their current target more consistently and disengage less often when the player moves.
It says
Also,
in
while
some
an
it
assassinate
doubles.
stance,
In
minions will
some
have
it
a longer
doubles.
leash
I can't
distance
guarantee
before
it's
turning
going to do it
follow
for
you
that.
and will now teleport to the player if they fall too far behind. When not in combat, minions will move towards the player's destination, not the player's current position. We've also addressed a number of ways in which minions would not be updated when equipping or unequipping items. In addition, they gain more damage and damage reduction from player levels than before. The Necromancer's passive tree has been updated with new nodes focused on durability, leech, and critical strike scaling.
Nice.
Several older nodes have been removed or replaced, and new threshold bonuses have been added across the tree to encourage different types of minion-focused builds.
Okay.
The skill Assemble Abomination has been reworked. The Abomination no longer decays over time. Instead, it will remember the minions that were absorbed to create
Nice.
it, and will devour those minions whenever it sees them, similar to the Wraithlord. In exchange, its skill tree offers power based on the minions you gave up to create it. The Abomination skill tree has been rebuilt to offer more flexibility in how you design its behavior and damage profile. For example, an Abomination that absorbs many skeleton archers can fire exceptionally powerful eternal arrows. The Lich passive tree has been overhauled with more identity-defining choices and greater build flexibility.
I want
Several
this one.
older nodes have been replaced with new options, including mechanics for health drain, ward interactions, and dual wielding. There's also a new keystone that enables low life builds by capping your maximum survivability but unlocking conditional bonuses.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. They hinted at, and I said that in the other one. They hinted in the Lich thing that there was a way to cap out so you only went to 50%, right? And there was some modifications that were like, hey, if you're below 50%, you get such a it was like as long as you were less than 66% health, DOT damage did not hit your ward, it only hits your health. And I thought that was crazy. Can you have an Abomination and a Wraith Lord? Nope. Abomination, I think, is Necro. Wraith Lord is no. Wraith Lord's Necro. We'll check. I don't. Abomination is you as a lich, you can't have one. I can tell you that.
We've added a new skill to the Lich's kit, Flay.
This is
This
the
is
one.
a hybrid melee and spell ability that lets the player dash into melee range and strike with a rending attack. If enemies are killed, they erupt into a damaging spell that can hit surrounding enemies. The Flay skill tree offers a wide range of modifiers, allowing it to scale with ailments, crits, spell triggers, or even convert into a pure spell. Several other Lich skills have also been updated. Aura of Decay's damage has been improved. It can be converted to bleed or frostbite, and its tree has new options to enhance its potential as a primary damage dealing skill. Death Seal has been reworked into a low uptime defensive cooldown that makes you incredibly difficult to kill. And
Death Seal is going to be Death Seal is going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Now it's a how can I say? It is a defense. It's an like you can use it as a defense instead of I'm not necessarily going to Death Seal's usable, but you got to be careful when you use it. That's the difference between the two.
Blood now hits all enemies in a line in front of you and has new effects in its tree to improve its single target damage potential.
Rip Blood.
One of the updates coming to the Merchant's Guild are new tokens designed to streamline and enhance your progression and overall trading experience. Merchant tokens remove the favor cost of a purchase, and you get a free one every time you rank up. This means that whenever you reach a new rank, you'll be able to buy an item that requires that rank, even if you wouldn't have otherwise had enough favor. Black market tokens allow you to buy and equip items that you would have otherwise needed a higher rank to purchase and use, while also removing the favor cost of the purchase, like the merchant token. There are also new changes coming to the bazaar. The UI now has better search functionality for unique, set, and legendary items, clearer labeling of priced and unpriced listings, as well as a way to quickly apply a filter based off an item in your inventory. These changes aim to improve the trading experience for all players.
Nice.
Next, let's go over quality of life improvements coming in patch 1.3. Visuals and audio have been polished off the board. Dozens of skills now feature improved VFX and sound design. New voice acting has been added for major NPCs in Chapter 9 and 10, as well as updated sound sets for many enemies. Loot filter updates now let you customize ground beams and item icons per rule. In addition, you'll now have the ability to select between many new, unique, easily identifiable sound effects, all making it easier to distinguish valuable drops.
Nice.
Stash tabs can now be cloned or moved in bulk, and stash search macros make it easier to find exact gear types or affixes. The Forge UI has been updated with clearer button placement and additional tooltips. Controller support has improved across menus and tooltips, with better navigation flow and more consistent layout behavior. Audio sliders for music, effects, and voice lines now use a new backend system that provides more consistent volume scaling across all content.
Okay, yeah, I'm very happy about the
new
filter.
UI element to remind you when ground tooltips are turned off, and one that reminds you when you've left a piece of gear in the forge. And there's new visual polish on Alt to compare overlays and item preview windows. Patch 1.3 includes hundreds of bug fixes and optimizations aimed at improving stability, gameplay, clarity, and performance. Terrain interaction and targeting logic have been adjusted to reduce cases where abilities fail to cast or hit unexpectedly. Loading times have been reduced across multiple zones, and memory usage during long play sessions has been improved.
Nice.
Other fixes include better detection for stuck characters when teleporting or using movement abilities, reduced screen shake intensity on certain abilities, and improved filtering options for screen effects. And we fixed several issues with skill cooldowns, minion responsiveness, and chat filters. Also launching with Season 3 are the Primal Supporter Packs, our newest set of limited time cosmetics. As always, everything here is cosmetic only, no pay for power. This is a way to support the game and unlock some really cool visuals in
I
the
gotta
process.
get the supporter pack.
Let's start with the Primal Traveler Pack. This pack leans into the spirit of ancient exploration, with cosmetics that feel right at home in the wilds of the ancient era. You'll get the Primal Traveler Forum Badge, a shoulder-clinging sloth named Backsloth, the Bone and Stone Primal Hatchet, and the crow-themed Carrion Scepter. Rounding it out is Nigel, the last Epoch toucan who has arrived from his exile to the remote islands far to the east. Next is the Primal Templar Pack, which includes everything from the Traveler tier, plus a lot more.
It has a
the
portal.
Saurian hide cloak, made from leather, feathers, and bone.
It
and
has
the
a portal, that's
fossilized
all that
portal,
matters.
Formed from the remains of an ancient dragon. There's the Primal Slicer, a jagged one-handed
I
sword.
don't care. I'm
and the
gonna
full
support
Wild
just so
Hunter's
that
leather
just so
armor
that
set.
the new company doesn't
You'll
come in
also
and be
unlock
like,
the
oh,
Primal Soul
they didn't make
Evade
enough
effect,
money.
which
We
leaves
might
a
know
spectral
better
dragon
than
tail
them.
trailing behind you, and the Earth Shaker footprints, with each step pounding the ground into golden tremors. And of course, it includes the Primal Templar Forum Badge and a bundle of Epoch points to use in the cosmetic store. The Primal Vanquishers pack expands your options even further and includes everything from the Traveler and Templar tiers. This one takes a darker turn, think Ritual Magic and Forgotten Power. It comes from the Carrion Caster two-hand staff and complete Carrion Herald armor set, and 2 effect cosmetics, the Dark Pursuit Evade, which trails crimson energy behind you, and Ritual Footprints, which inscribes glowing runes into the earth. You'll get the Carrion Caster's Cape, a low-hanging back cosmetic with crow feathers and a rune-marked shield, and the Dark Ritual Portal, pulsing with ancient sacrifice.
Portal.
You'll also get the Vanquisher Forum Badge and more Epoch points. Finally, the Primal Legends pack. This pack contains everything from Season 3's supporter packs and gives you even more exclusive rewards. In
That's all I
addition to
needed.
all the content from the Primal Vanquisher, Templar, and Traveler tiers, the Primal Legend pack contains the Marble and Gold Temple Night Wings, the Atera Portal,
That's what
and the
it was just like it
Crystal-Edged
jumped
Temple
out.
Authority Sword. You also unlock 2 exclusive pets, the Curious Disc Riding Temple Familiar and the Floating Sentinel, known as the Temple Attendant. And it doesn't stop there. You'll also receive the massive Temple Aegis Shield, the full Temple Knight armor set, the Whispering Wind Evade effect, and the Atera's Path footprints which shimmer beneath your steps. These supporter packs are only available for a limited time and can be picked up through the in-game shop or on Steam. And as always, thank you for supporting Last Epoch. For more info on Season 3, please read the full patch notes on the forum. On behalf of the entire team at 11th Hour Games, thank you for being a part of this journey. Your feedback, support, and passion continue to shape the game and our studio. We'll see you in Atera for Season 3, Beneath Ancient Skies, on August 21st.
I will say I am very, very hyped up about that. Very hyped up. Okay, so oh, hold up. Let's go ahead and look at the patch. There's the patch. Man, you out your mind. You out your mind. I might have said I was gonna play PoE doo-doo, but I ain't no in the world. Ain't no in the world. I am playing last. I am playing Last Epoch. Let's just call it out. Let's call it out. I am playing Last Epoch. If anybody got problems with Last Epoch, they should really not talk to me about it. 'Cause I'm a Last Epoch fan. I ain't gonna. I'm a Last Epoch fan. I just, I done sold out. I done sold out. I sold out, guys. I'm sorry. Hold up. I'm trying to find the. I thought there was a better patch note. Thought there was a. I thought there was a better patch note link. Yeah, it will highlight the new items as long as you did okay, so that's what I'm going through. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to create a loot filter and everything. The loot filters should still convert, okay? The primals okay, so the primal uniques, they're uniques. As long as you did not say, hey, over the just hide uniques, the unique will drop and you will be able to see it. So that covers uniques. The primal exalted items, as long as you have your filter and you say, hey, I'm looking for tier 7 or higher, guess what? Tier 8's higher. It'll still work. The only thing that you will have to do is go into your filter and then make your modification in your filter to add sounds to the ones that you want. I want sounds for X. That's that, you could do that. Yeah, you should be golden. You shouldn't have any problems with that or anything. That should be covered. Okay, so I thought they had a better yeah, this one's better. That link is the link I have is no, okay, I see it. I see what it did. Okay. I understand why it did it. Yeah. So it jumps you all the way down to the bottom half. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I was looking for why certain things. It jumps you. The link that I have will drop you all the way down into here and kind of explain everything and scroll through. What I was having problems with is I was up here and hit the patch notes and I was like, what are all these links? I don't remember seeing all these links before, you know, and everything. But this is where we're gonna have the interesting thing. Let's go ahead and go to Acolyte and we're gonna look at the passive tree for. Oh, I can't look at it this way. Oh, hold up. They did a release. Oh, hold up. That means this might be updated. This might be updated. Did they update it? No, they didn't. Ah. I was hoping they had that updated because if they had that updated, it was a go. Hey, it'd be time to make builds. It'd be time to like, okay, let's change the version. Let's get our build together because then I'd have been straight into the lich. I would have been straight into the lich, going into the passives, going, okay, what do I need to do to get what I need? So it might take them a little bit of time to get this updated. Or hold up, let me verify. It could be that I'm on an old one. Oh, that was me reloading the whole entire thing to see if I can get a change in version, and I could not get a change in version. It's okay. It's okay. We understand. We understand. So sad, but sad but true. Now, let's go ahead and do what I said I was going to do, which is I'm going to work on the next thing that I need to work on, which is, hold up. That's that. All right, turn that off. And charge. Gotta charge. Okay. Ah, there we go. All right, so one of the things that we need to do is we need to go ahead and get in our shaman. Ding! Our shaman is the most awesomest character right now. He'll even be better in the near future. We want to hit the shop. Supporter packs. Primal Templar. Primal Vanquisher. See, I already got the Primal Traveler. I picked that up the other day. Primal. Don't. Yeah, see that? Primal Legend. That's the one I want right here. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna spend some money and buy ourselves Oh yeah, you know I'm yoinking it. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Boop. It's yeah, you know it. It's you know it. I have purchased it. This all right. Continue. Look at that. It's owned. I own it all. I own it all. I have been supporting. Look, y'all think I'm joking. I love Last Epoch. I mean, I love this game. And I have supported this game every expansion, every release. There has not been a expansion or release that I have not purchased stuff. Now, I haven't really been purchasing the cosmetics, but I definitely support this. I actually pick up all the supporter packs. Okay. I've been picking up all the supporter packs because I will support them because I want them to succeed. I want them to succeed. I had to do it. Now, funny thing is I think I pulled a few of these already. Okay, yeah, okay. So we've got that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about what we need to talk about, which is filters. Now, some of the things that we have been doing and everything like that, we have been looking at filters, we've been dealing with filters, and we've been kind of messing around with filters in multiple different ways. So what I have been doing is I've been pulling filters from the older game, pulling it forward, and just kind of making modifications to it. Today we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to make a completely brand new filter. This. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say, hey, we're gonna do this as a dual wield. I want to go ahead and put this as green because I just want that color to be green. Okay, so one of the things that we need to do is we need to make a determining factor on how we're going to build the filter. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to build filters, adjust filters, and do filters. Now, I have been finding out that I have been doing a little bit of a disservice to myself on how I was doing some of my filters. Okay. So if you look at, let's say, Forge Guard and everything like that, this one has very few. There was a Void Knight one, Void Knight Warpath. You'll notice that there is a ton of different ones, right? So we need to go ahead and we need to start looking at. So we want to show all uniques and show all set items because that's a given. That's one thing that we're going to do. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to show, and we want the rarity, and we're going to show unique, and we're going to show legendary and sets. Those things will always hit the ground and be visible. I'm not going to emphasize it. So what I mean by that is, I'm not going to be like, hey, I want to see this particular one, So all right. So we're dropping uniques, sets, and legendaries, and we'll be able to see them. That's the first thing we want to do. What things do we want to also do? We want to add some other things in, right? So what I want to do is I want to hide certain types of items because I want to get rid of items that I don't necessarily want, right? So I want to hide normal items. But when I want to hide normal items, I want to hide normal items at 15 to 100. I add another rule. When I hide magic items, I want to hide magic items from 25 to 100. So this rule, these two rules will not come into effect. Will not come into effect until this one won't come into effect until 15. Okay, the rule only active between these levels. From 15 to 100, it'll go in. This one from 25 to 100, it'll go in. The other ones that I want to hide out is I want to hide, and you guessed it, the rarity again, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hide rare items. And I want to hide rare items from 35 to 100. Now, you might be asking, hey, well, what happens if the rare item has an affix on it that's really high? Guess what? It's not a rare item anymore. It becomes an exalted. So this will cover most of the things that we want. We want to go ahead and we want to make sure that we have this in effect. So it's going to hide normal items, magic items, rare items, and it's going to show us all uniques before anything else. I show all uniques. I've always put that as the highest level one, and the reason why is because it is one of the things that we want to always make sure happens. Always make sure it happens. Doesn't matter. First rule: this is going to happen no matter what. Okay. So, what's the next things that we're going to be looking at? Okay. So, one of the things that we're going to want to look at is, and this is where this comes in and it's kind of handy. Is this website is very good in helping us build filters. And I'm gonna bring this back up. Boop. We should see it. Okay. So if you look, it requires different levels, etc. These are the basic ones, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the build planner. I'm gonna go and change this from primalist to a shaman. Oh, sorry, to a shaman. And then I'm gonna go here. All right. So these are all things that the primalist will be able to wear, and it gives you the level ranges. Okay. So one of the things that we can do is we can sit there and say, hey, if we wanted to. Now, this is not something that I'm going to suggest at this very minute. But if you wanted to, you could say, hey, I want to look for particular pieces of gear. Okay. And say, I want these particular pieces of gear. No matter what, give me these particular pieces of gear. So one of the things that we can do is we can go here and we can look for health. So when we're looking at health and everything like that, you see this? It says requires level 25 increased health. Health add goes automatically from the start. Okay. So this is why I was talking about this comes in real handy to kind of try to make your filter to be able to determine, what do I want to have? So tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Save it. Oh, I want an oak. If I could spell. If I do a tier 1, I save it. Say I take this up to tier 4, tier 2, tier 3. You see it? Did you see the change? Right there. All right. So we know that we are going to be looking for this all the way up until we get to tier 3 starts at 8 for health. Okay. And then 4 is at 20. And 32 is at 32 required level 32 for tier 5. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and start. And oh, hold up. To show y'all. Also, this makes a difference as well. Let's get out of here. Let's go here. I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm going to do the exact same thing over here. I'm gonna go health. Right? When you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So go again. 1 and 2. Anywhere between 1 and 2 is going to be all the way good until we can get to 8. And then 8 we need to, at level 8, we need to start looking for higher level, higher, it can drop for higher tier. So where do we, well, so then we need to start looking at particular things. Okay, so that's what I'm going to kind of show. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a rule. We want to stop going all over the place. I'm going to add a rule. We're going to recolor, and we're going to start from the bottom. Confirm. I want to recolor. And then what I'm going to want is I want a particular item type. We're going to go with helmets. Body armor, boots, and gloves. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look for particular affix. Hey, look at that. Added health. We're going to be advanced with this one. And we're going to say, hey, we want added health. Less than or equal to 2. Should we do less than or should we go greater than? I mean less than, because all we're saying is we want to see this for these items all the way up until level 20 maybe. And we're going to test this out, the filter out, just to verify and make sure it works. But we want to see anything with health on it. With 2 or less. We want to see that. And we want a character configuration. We want to see this all the way up until 20. Right? And we're going to duplicate it. And the reason why we're duplicating it is we're going to change things. Now I want to emphasize. And I want to see this and emphasize on greater than more or equal to 3. Equal to 3 or higher. We don't want it to be stopping at 20. What we're going to do is, because we know 20 is going to take us to tier 4 or tier 5. So we're going to do or equal to 20. At 3 or more? No. 4. 4 more. And that's going to be from 32, I think it is. From 20 on till, 20 on. So we're going to start this rule at 21. And going to take that all the way up till around about 45. Let's say 40. 45, 40. Let's say 40. All right. So what that'll do is when we first start off, we're going to start off and it will highlight and drop green anything that has health. Anything that has health that's a helmet, a body armor, or anything like that. It'll drop it. We got health. Ping. Instantaneously great, right? And then from anything 4 or higher, it'll do that for this one 4 or higher until we get to 40. Now at 40, we should be starting to get some good gear pieces, right? We by that time we should start be looking for some stuff, right? So at that time, we're gonna want to replace pieces of gear, and we want to replace pieces of gear. We want to be looking at things that are going to be tier 5 or higher after that. So we're gonna duplicate this again. So we're gonna do 40 to around about 60, I think. By that time, this will be useless. And we're gonna wanna do some changes. And what I mean by that is 40 to 60, we'll be like, hey, we just want this. We're gonna be doing this, not a problem. Okay. One of the things that we're gonna be looking for with this is we're gonna be looking for attunement. Okay. And the reason why we're gonna be looking for attunement is because we want to do more spell damage and everything like that. So this will get us all the things that we need to do for gear pieces. And so gear piece wise, this is what we're going to need till we get to a certain point. At that point, and I'm saying that point is going to be at 60. At 60, we need to start looking for particular gear things that we're looking for. Who is this over here that's talking? Eric's. I don't know who that is, but and we're gonna want to go ahead and start looking at different gear pieces. So here, what I want to do is I want to recolor. I'm going to be recoloring, and I want to recolor this color. I want a particular affix. I'm looking for anything that has attunement. And I don't really care. Just as long as it has attunement. So now let me change the color because I want to change the color. This is trash items right here. Anything that no. Let's do this. That's an item that has attunement. I want to be able to make sure I got attunement. And I don't care if it drops attunement. I want to pick it up. I want to deconstruct it so I can get the attunement stuff so I can build items later on in the game. So that's what I want to do with that. Now we're going to be able to do a few other things. So right now we're going to recolor, and this is where we're going to be like, okay, we're now starting to look at the things that we want. Okay. So this is one of those things where we're going to sit there and we're going to be like, hey, at this level, at level 60. Okay. And let's go back over to the browser real quick. And so at the browser, you see right here, tier 5 is going to be, it can happen from 32 on. It's not a problem. We're not worried about that. We're not worried about that. What we're looking for now at this point is we want specific pieces of gear because up to this point, we're building what we want. Okay. We're building the gear pieces that we want, kind of working with the pieces. We've got ourselves some okay, decent pieces of gear. We've got a lot of health on all of our pieces of gear because that's just what the way we running things. At this point, what I would like to do, and this is where it's going to be interesting, is at this point we want to start changing at the 60 mark. We want to start changing. We want to start looking for specific things. You notice, look right here, right about 50, right about the 50 area, we start dropping pieces of gear that are going to be, this one has increased health, 2 to 3% of damage leached as health on hit. So this is the one I'm going to put in purple. This is not the one I'm going to be using right now, but this is the one that I want to go ahead and I'm looking to get this as a piece of gear. So there are going to be, well, let's do that. So one of the things that we should be doing is we should be looking for specific pieces of gear that we want to have. So the Tusk Great Helm is one of them. So what we should do is we should go recolor that, confirm, and I want a specific item type. Item type, I want a helmet. I want that helmet to be a primalist helmet, and I want it to be the Tusk Great Helm. I want an item type. Oh, I forgot. You can't do it that way, can you? I forgot. You got to do one for each. So Tusk Great Helm. I want that to color out. I want it to pop out. This is what, it's going to be this is a base item. And you see, I got it colored as, hey, I just wanted to, as a white item. I just want to see it. I don't care. I just want to see it. And then, so that's recolored Tusk Great Helm. I'm going to put that right up under this. This is going to have to go to the top. So Tusk Great Helm. What I want to see next is we're going to go ahead and look at the browser again. So that's one of the things I want to look at. What do I want for a body armor? Long term, which body armor do I want? I want to get either the beast tail, or do I want this one, which is health and increased health? No, I don't want that one. I want the great wood coat. Great wood coat. That's what I want. Why do I want that? Because the build that I'm building is going to be doing spell damage. My minions are going to be doing spell damage. It's a better option for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do item type. We're going to do body armor. We're going to go ahead and we're going to say, hey, I want that primalist and I want that specific thing. I want the, where is it? The great wood. Boom. I want to recolor it. I'm going to recolor it white because that's what we want to do. I'm going to put that right here. So this gives us, that's just drops. If it doesn't match any of these things right here, Doesn't match any of these things right here, and it's one of those two items. It's gonna just be colored on the ground. And colored white on the ground. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna be like, hey, can I make something out of it, or things like that. And we kind of just want to just have that. We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna do this for each piece of item that we want. Confirm, add, item type, and we're gonna go back to armor. We want boots. What kind of boots do we want? All classes of boots. The boots that we want is the Citadel boots. This is the hardest boots to get. I'm not even gonna deny this is the hardest boots to get. We're gonna confirm, and we're just gonna add that. And then we're gonna go ahead and do that. One more item type. And that's gonna be our gloves. And what we want is we want to go ahead and we want to get a glove that's going to help us out. Increased critical strike chance is a great glove to have, especially since we're going to be doing spell. But if we want to survive long term in the end game, we want the Eternal Gauntlets. Even if we have to strip them down, redo them, or whatever, the Eternal Gauntlets are going to be very important long term. So those are the 4 items that we're going to say, hey, if even if it don't meet our criteria, if I see a great wood coat, Citadel boot, Eternal Gauntlet, or Tusk's Great Helm, I'm gonna grab them because I might be able to strip it, pull something out, make it into something that's usable, and that's going to be the usable configuration. These are all for using. Okay, so now what we've done is we said, hey, we want anything with attunement, so we can go ahead and we can just scrap it. We're gonna scrap it because we want the ability to put attunement on any of our things that we want. We got that covered. The second thing we want to do is we've got health configurations. We said, hey, if it's less than tier 2 health, I want to see it as a green item. If it's greater than 4 tier health, I want to see it as a emphasized item. If it's a 5 tier, greater or equal to 5 or whatever, I want to see it as this other one. And we specified that we want this one until it goes to 60. We want this one to go until it's 40. And we want this one until it goes to 20. Okay? So at 60, that's when everything kind of changes. That's when we're sitting there and we're like, okay, we want good pieces of gear. We want two suffixes or 2 affixes on our pieces of gear. And that's normally what I do is I'm usually like, hey, I want to have health and attunement. I want to have this and that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to create some new rules. We're going to recolor this and we're going to make this the red color because guess what? It's going to be important. What we want is we want the affix of health first. And the reason why I'm saying health first is because it is very, very important to have health in this game. And then this one is going to be attunement, right? So we want this one to have, we want to have health, and we want to have more or equal to 5. And why do we want more equal to 5? We decided softcore. I thought about hardcore. Really, I did. But this is a new build concept for me. We went softcore, and the reason why who needs health in softcore? Well, I still want softcore health. I want health. I want health in softcore. Now, this will change if there's a race. If there's a race, we're going hardcore because we just want to be hardcore. Let's just be honest. If there's a race, we're going to do hardcore. What's his name? Zizarin did it last time. I probably won't qualify to be able to do the race because I got a widescreen. I have to AFK for like 15 minutes. Sorry. Be back shortly. No problem. No problem, sucker man. No problem. Hey, Gankestein, what do you think, man? What do you think? Should I'm just saying. We're looking at 60. To max level. Anything that got health and attunement, that has that's greater than 5. We want to recolor as recolor. We're going to redo this one again, and we're going to emphasize this one. And this one is going to be if I have a tier 7 health and attunement on an item, I want to see it as a red. So Gankestein, you don't think I should be doing what do you want to call it? You think I should be going hardcore? But this is a build I have never played before, and I don't know if it'll work exactly. It's more fun to watch. But I don't know if this build will function. I mean, this is, and the same with the Lich build. The Lich build, I don't know if it's going to function. I don't know if it's going to function. I mean, I have an idea that it will work, and I kind of have tested the concept here. That's why it's more fun. You just want me to suffer. That's all that is. You just want me to suffer. You want me to suffer. Oh, Gankestein, are you ready for PoE 2? GGG did it again. They are releasing on Wednesday. They're going to have their PoE 2s coming out. And then the week after, they're going to release PoE 2. One day before Last Epoch drops for this new version and new season, PoE 2 decides, oh, hold up, I'm gonna steal the hype from them because we're gonna put out Path of Exile 2, and everybody's gonna want to play Path of Exile 2. Here, see? And then they're gonna try the whole next week do nothing but hype week because that's what they do. It's gonna be hype week all the way up for PoE 2, trying to make PoE 2 look good and everything like that. Get all the streamers getting online, going, hey, they just released this about PoE 2, etc., trying to overshadow Last Epoch. They're gonna try to overshadow Last Epoch. This right there, Last Epoch. and they're gonna try to take Last Epoch's slot as number one. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm going Last Epoch until I finish, until I get my happiness. My happiness, when my happiness is over, I'll switch. But until then, So, but let's go back to what we were talking about, which is filters and making sure we have the right filter configuration. So we have everything we need for our filters here. We're gonna hide everything that's normal, magic, and rare at certain levels. We're gonna always see these four item types because these are the four item types we want. Because hey, we might just have to make our own items. Don't know if you're gonna mess with PoE 2. Well, PoE 2. Hey, they already started their little hype cycle. They did the video. The video's out. PoE 2 video is already out. Sounds cool. It does. It does sound cool. Ooh, a video. I'm not playing it. I'm not playing the video because I am upset that they're going to try to steal the thunder from Last Epoch. Sorry to say it. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and we got this one, which is going to go up to 20. We got this one that's going to go up to 40. And then we got this one that's going to be popping up is going to be 40 to 60. Okay. And then after that point, we have anything that has attunement on it, we're going to want to see as this color. Then we have things that we're going to want to use. Anything that's got this and that, we're going to want to use. Okay. Now there are some things that we could do. And this is one of those ones that we could do. And this is going to be probably going to be from we're going to have from like these go all the way up until, end, right? One of the things that I think we're going to be doing is we're going to add two more, or we're going to add more. And what we're going to do is we're going to add the color, this color. And what I want specific things. So item type, armor, helmet. I want the affix to be we want health. Then we want to do another one. We want added health. We want oh boy. What's the name of it? Oh my. Oh, I can't think. My brain doesn't work. My brain's not working. I'm getting old, people. I'm getting old. So we want this. The prefix, we want the attunement. We want the attunement to at least be tier 5. We want the suffix health to be maxed out. We want tier 7. Tier 7, tier 5. And then we want da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Level of Storm Totem is actually a good one. Dared increase spell damage would be nice. Where is it? Where is it? Spell damage with Tempest Strike. That's the one I think I want to do right here. Here. Critical strike avoidance will go into things. So that'll give us right there. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something like that. So this either spell damage with Tempest Strike, or what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna do that, and we're gonna want to increase the level of it so we can get more things out of it. I think might even do that. So level of Storm Totem. I want to see items that have health, level of Storm Totems, and attunement. I want them to come out as purple. I want at least 2 of those affects. And I want them to be seven. At least up to 12. So this is one of those ones that I wanted to kind of move around and mess around with. This is where the differences come in. Okay. So what I'm saying now is I want a helmet. I want a helmet to drop. It must have level, either storm totem, health, and attunement. One of those, 2 of those 3. Has to have 2 of those 3. Then what I said was, I don't care the affix numbers. I want them to equal out to be 12. So it could be 6 and 6, 5 and 7, or an 8 and 5. I'm 8 and 4. But there's 8s are going to be with primordials, and you have to make an 8, so it's not going to drop. So the only thing, so this locks it in. So just FYI, this locks it in so that whatever drops and it's this color is going to have a tier 7 and a tier 5, or a 6 and a 6. Perfect, works. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I want this dropping from 60 to max level. Now, when we get to what you want to call it? When we get to the game actually being released on Thursday, when we start going Thursday, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna make sounds. The sounds I want. I'm gonna put a sound on this one because this is very important. I'm gonna do that also for the other ones that I plan on making. Some I didn't realize some could be so awesome. Some could be so awesome. We recolor. Gonna go here. Item type. We want this to be a body armor. We're gonna go, and I'm not even choosing the type of body armor. I'm just going for I'm just saying at 60 to maximum, I just wanted to drop. I want the advanced. I want more equal to 12. Now we might add in some craziness later. Okay. So in other words, after we get to 80, we might add another rule where we emphasize these and we go from, instead of 12, we take it even higher. And if I can spell health, and I can't spell today. Health. One of the other things we want on attunement. And it's in the body armor section. Let's just go back over here to the browser. We already went through that, right? We saved that. Let's say body armor. Let's just go ahead and say we want, oh, I'm just gonna put this on. And we're gonna go ahead and say health here. I'm gonna go ahead and say we want 7 health. Yay. And in the primaries, we're gonna we want 5 attunement. Yay. Damage reflected. Go. None of what we want. Storm, that could be good. That either. Level of Tempest Strike. That could be a good one. And so I'm only going with 3. The reason why I'm going for 3 is because I'm really not worried about that other stuff. So this is also something we could do. Shared increased spell damage or shared increased lightning damage. We could add those in there and it would work. Either one of those two would work for the build. We could do totem strike damage, but we're not looking for totems. All right. So let's go with the Tempest Strike. Even though shared spell probably would be better. And so what we're doing is we're just kind of narrowing the field. Because the higher level we go, we just want to narrow the field down to what we exactly want. We don't want to have all this other stuff dropping because, well, I mean, we could. Now, don't get me wrong. If we were going to be, when we're building and making other characters and stuff like that, we're going to be leaving a lot behind. Do not get me wrong. Leaving a lot behind. A lot will not be seen by this filter. But I've started to realize inside this game, you can get a lot of stuff. And I mean a lot. Because if you start dropping things like gravy, it's like, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. And then you're always picking it up like, ooh, that's got this. Ooh, that's got that. Ooh, that's got that. And becomes a real pain. So what I've decided to do on this version of my filter, that's why I built a brand new filter because I didn't want to carry over my bad habits. Because my bad habit was, I want this. I want that. I want this. Right? And so that was my bad habit. It was like, ooh, I gotta pick that up. Hey, what's up, sucker man? What's up? So under movement, we want to get some movement speed. We want to go ahead and get the attributes for attunement. We also want to go ahead and grab my first character. Actually, my first character is either going to be a shaman or a lich. One of the two. Lich is going to be. I am so thinking about the lich, but I need them to update the builder. If they update the builder, I'll do the lich because I can build out what I want. If it takes them too long, in other words, by the time Thursday comes and I don't have a builder to be able to say, "Oh, I want this to make my lich," I'm probably gonna go with the shaman. The lich looks like it's gonna be awesome, awesome. Okay, so one of the things that we got here is, let's go back over to the browser. This is where I always have problems. Oops. Let's just go with, I'm going with the Citadel, but all right, we're going with attunement. We know that. Going with I never stuck with a character last league, and I still have no idea what I like best. I like them all. I know, and it sucks because you're like, I can play that one. I can play this. Ooh, this one's actually pretty cool, pretty fun. And you're going back and forth through all of them, trying to figure out what's the best one that you want to do. And it just does. It just hurts because it's like, I want that one. I want that one. Oh, hold up. There you go. That's what it is. I already went for health, right? No, I didn't add health. Okay. So we got health. The ones we got is health, attunement, and movement speed. Those are the things that we want on the boots. Now you'll notice that I'm not actually choosing any of the any specifics for other than I want two of these things, and it has to be up to 12. Two. Okay. So, and we're going to continue to kind of go through, kind of do this. I mean, this is the hardest part is now after I do this, and if it works, if my filter works for me, I won't have to build this filter again because they actually do a really good job of backwards compatibility their filter to bring into the new. So that's a good thing. It means I don't have to sit there and be like, oh, this kind of sucks, and have to rebuild everything again. So attributes, we always want attunement. We always want health. So one of the things that this is not going to cover is not going to cover idols. I'm not going to set for idols. I'm not going to do any of those things. I should, because it's going to be a bunch of stuff that's going to be. I'm gonna see too much stuff on too much stuff already. But it will still allow me to kind of figure out what I want to do long term, because I'll just be like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. Um uh, that. And we're going to go with and we're going to go with no. Okay, nothing for those. For the preview. So one of the things that I think I want to do is going to be melee attack speed, but I'm not going to be 100% sure till I la da da da. Oh, ward on kill. That's what we really need. All right, let's go back up. Go back up. I want melee attack speed. And the reason why I want melee attack speed is because the more I attack, the more stacks. Well, the more I attack, the more stacks I can get out. It also will help me with my with my leeching and warding. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and do melee attack. Attack speed. Melee attack speed. Confirmed. So advanced. We want this more or equal to 12. Add that in. So that takes care of our primary gear piece. So what we've done in this filter is that we've gone through and we've made the filter so that it takes care of our primary gear pieces. We haven't said anything about rings. We haven't done anything about rings. We haven't done anything about a relic. We haven't done any of those things. The reason why is because we want a specific item. We want specific items. So if you remember my, let's go back to my build. My builds, we want we want some specific items. We want the Tempest Maw. We want the Storm Carved Testament. And so we want those. We want that. We want this. This is going to be. This is one of those ones where it's like, yes. That color. Emphasize. And that it? Yeah, that's the color. So what we want is item. One-handed weapon. One-handed axe. Neeks. Does it have the Tempest mode? Or it's got to be off the base type. Oh yeah, I remember this now. I remember this. This is the one thing that's really irritating about this. So what you have to do is you have to kind of do something stupid, which is this. I want to recolor the unique crescent axe like that. They won't give you the ability to go in and say, because look, uniques only. You don't see the crescent axe as a unique only. Marvel Resplendent Axe, Colum Axe. So these are the only ones that pop up. So yeah. So I have to say I want a unique crescent axe to drop. And I want that color to, I want it to boom. And so that would be, because if you look at the axe, what is it? It's a one-handed axe, unique crescent axe. So I have to go, I want a unique crescent axe, drop, change your color. Then I need to do a unique stone tablet, drop, here's the color. So we're gonna go ahead and do this again, recolor. We want this color or this color? This color. And we're gonna emphasize it because we want this. We definitely do not want to miss these things. Item type, relic. Stone tablet. There we go. We'll put this in as a unique stone tablet. I want a unique stone tablet to drop out that color. So we got unique stone tablet, we got crescent axe, and the other things that we need are the standard uniques. I know what those look like. I'm not going to be excited about those dropping, but those are not necessarily something that we're going to need. It's not something that we're going to necessarily need. If we go through, we look at that again in the browser real quick. This is a kind of standard helmet. I've seen this helmet all the time. It drops on a regular basis. The Howl of the West Wind is nothing special other than it will help in it will help with the lightning and lightning from my wolves. So every time I attack, my wolves will have a chance to get more damage. That's one of the things that it does. It also gives gives us a chance to apply shock on melee hits. So when I'm hitting things, I get a shock chance on the enemy. It gives the minions a movement speed increase, which is a great thing. And then there's a 30% chance for wolves to retaliate with lightning strike when hit. So when my wolf gets hit, he lightning strikes, which is actually still good for me. Okay, so this I think will be an okay. I think this will be an okay loot filter. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna test out this loot filter on the next one. So we're doing seasonal again. We're gonna do a primalist. We're gonna do mile test season 3. We're gonna do hardcore. No, we're not. We're gonna do solo self found normal. And no, Gank, are you still there? I'll test it as a hardcore. Hold up. Let me go back. I didn't see that when I went in. Hold up. Let me go back. Pull my shaman back in. I'm a test it as a hardcore, but Sucker Man says I could have done a rule that says recolor. Let's just do this one. Uniques. You know, I hate them. They made it. Oh, I don't hate them, but they made that change. Okay. All right. I'm an idiot. That they moved it out. Okay. They moved it out. So that means see, you taught me something new. You taught me something new. Cause I thought they got rid of it. Because I was like, hold up, you used to be able to select uniques and what they were. They just changed it and moved it to a different location. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier, but I'm going to tell you it wasn't like that before. Which makes me go, I hate them, but they made it easier. That's that's the thing. It's like, oh, they made it easier. They're so mean. Howl of the West Wind. And then what's that last unique I want to get? They made it easier, which is awesome. At the same time, I'm like, man. Recolor. And then we gotta test this out. We gotta test these filters out. Unique law. Now there is also one other thing. There is a amulet, unique amulet. You got the claw, and then there's an upgraded version of the claw. I forgot what it's called. The fang. So you got the claw and the fang. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put both, just because there we go. That should take care of everything. Now we should be able to log out and try. See, if it wasn't for Sucker Man giving me great modifications and stuff like that, helping me out, I would have been all wrong. So let me get this in. Mal test season 3. All right, we're gonna go hardcore just because. Just because Yankenstein wants me to play hardcore. That's look at that. We good. This is gonna be crazy. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did the game blow up? I got a cursor. I was just in the game. Uh-oh. Did it crash? I got a little spinny now. I got a little spinny now. Yep. My hardcore character died before it even started. That's it. Close the program. Last Epoch is not responding. Uh-oh. And it's frozen on the shutdown too. Uh-oh. Last Epoch's dying. It all happened after I did the after I bought the items. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's totally dead. Oh my gosh, my machine's crashed. It's not responding. No. I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, come on, people. Don't do this to me. I can't even click anything. Spacebar doesn't work. None of the keys are working. Uh-oh. We got to do that. Got to do the evil thing of reboot my box. That's the first time last Epoch has crashed. Well, first time it's ever locked up like that. Let's put it in. I can't say it hasn't crashed. First time it has ever locked up. Because I remember I did used to have game crashes where it was, well, that was a game. That wasn't a game crash. That was more of a log out. It kicked me out kick me out. I think that is the first crash I've had with last Epoch. Box is rebooting. Sorry guys, y'all gonna have to wait till the box comes back up. Hopefully this will be okay. I know my YouTube people are probably going, huh? Because I set my YouTube. I know I'm streaming with it to YouTube, but all my YouTube chat and everything like that is usually over here, and I don't even have that right now. I'm just chilling. Come on, what we got? Come on. There we go. All right, come on. We'll open my stuff again. Run normally. All right, so that's back up, but let's look and see what we got for Steam's coming up. Steam's coming. Steam's logging in. Steam has made itself known. Let's pull last Epoch open. You know, probably last Epoch got upset with me just going back and forth, log in, log out, log in, log out, log in, log out. Probably said, man, this dude is messing with us. We ain't even ready. We haven't even scaled up for the release, and this dude's already playing games with us. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. It's like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. There you go, test season, blah blah, enter. Hey, look at that. It came up with no problem. Seems to be a problem. Don't know what it is. Okay. Let me see if I can pull back open my YouTube stuff. Restore. Will it restore? Will I have my chat? Hey, it connected. Oh, okay. All right. Let's do this.
The rest of my family. The Temple of Epoch have my answers.
Maybe what blew it up was me logging in with that particular filter. I'll have to test it just to verify.
Is to destroy us and heresy. We can't let that happen. We need help. Your help.
Looks like an audio problem. I have an audio problem. I can tell I got an audio problem. Why? Because I'm hearing things kick in and out, kick in and out. So that means there is an audio. Okay. Maybe that was. That's it. Okay, so we got an audio problem with Last Epoch at this time. Ah, ha, ha. We got to figure that out. That's going to be a very interesting. We got to figure all these things out before Last Epoch starts. And okay, so let's just be honest, and I'm not going to play around with you guys. This was a problem due to the fact that I changed my audio the other day. I had issues. I was like, hey, let me fix my audio. And I fixed my audio. So when I fixed my audio, I thought I did a good job of getting my audio fixed right. But it looks like audio might not be right. My audio might not be right. Let's just keep going and see if we can get the audio clear up. A little bit better. A little bit better. It just I'm doing audio adjustments while we're playing, guys. Audio adjustments while we're playing. I'm fixing the audio while we're playing. I'm gonna do that. Apply. Okay. Let's see if that takes care of that. Playing hardcore with audio issues. That's right. That's right.
When you arrived, say, what good? Are you good? Name's Greg. Come, let me watch you fight.
Gotta get that attunement out there. Let's go ahead and get this. So we got 35 damage. We put this on. We got 21 damage. Ooh, that's terrible. Why does it go down so bad? 11 plus 11. Oh, this one's got melee and void. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep that. We'll keep that. That just would be asinine to just switch. That'd be terrible.
Smoke.
Ooh, look how good I am. Look how good I am. Helm of Spark. Let's see what that one does. Physical resistance. Oh, I get regen with that one? Oh, I'm putting the regen on. I'm putting the regen on, baby.
So much destruction. And for what?
Oh, we got skill specialization, baby. Little skill specialization. Woo. Ooh. So which one should we see? Which one should we skill specialization for? So the first thing we can do is the wolves, or we can do the gathering storm. I'm kinda tempted to do wolf, and the reason why is because we can get down here into the wolf section, get that extra wolf as soon as possible.
Where'd you learn to fight? Quick, before it reaches.
There we go.
We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
So we're running hardcore, doing this test. So my question is, should we test this whole weekend? Just testing the filter, make sure the filter works, and make sure we're going good, or should I actually just be like, okay, I did enough of the test. Let me go ahead and jump on something, and don't burn myself out before the weekend comes. You know.
Ah, you. Pardon. I, Galila of Valcala, would be honored to offer you an invitation to the Circle of Fortune.
Grail was just battle. What they're both not you even now. They should do this, and our line cure. We'll lend our aid to heal Borea's army.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold up. Hold up. I think I know what I need. Fly. Okay. Sephra, what did you say? Good for play? Hold up. Let me check. Let me check. Increase cast speed with physical spells. Increase critical strike chance with physical spells. Increase stun chance with physical spells. 50% regen and increase spell damage. Physical damage and regen. Yeah, that looks like that might be actually pretty good. Hold up a second. Is Flay gonna have physical? Let's go ahead and check real quick. It's not that hard to do. 'Cause we got it. Last Epoch. Go to the forum. Go to new glitch. They showed the Flay. The Flay is physical, melee, area, movement, short range, and intelligence and dexterity. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm just looking for the scaling. Mainly, I was looking to see what it scales. And it says physical spells. It's not a spell, but we did hear in the overview of the patch notes, it did say that you can make it into a spell. So what you have here says a lot of stuff about physical spells. Cast speed with physical spell. Crit strike with physical spell. Stun physical spell. Increase spell physical damage. If I don't know where it's going to be in the Flay with Flay when Flay comes out, but that might be a good thing because I think I remember him saying you could make it into a spell. If you make it into a spell, then this would fit perfectly with it. That's just my thought on that. I think it would work. I'm gonna go over here, but I don't think I don't need this. I don't need the spear. That's the thing. I don't think I'm gonna need the spear. What I'm running. Then that cause problems. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. You know, I'm gonna. I got multiple of these last Epoch shirts. I gotta talk to my wife because I gave her one of them, and then I got another one, and then I have other last Epoch shirts that I put together. I think what I'm gonna want to do for the release of Last Epoch is I gotta go ask the printer if he can do a rush order and do 2 more shirts. 2 more shirts like this. I want 3 shirts for myself and maybe give my wife 1 more. Ah, run away! Run away! Run away! See what happens when you be playing around? I'm gonna run up here. Oh, come on, come on. Did I get a little lightning? Plus I got the wolf. Lightning's over. But I got all of it. I got him. I got him. I got him. Ooh. 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 Eventually, I'll get this. Now, when I get this, I'll be able to dual wield. And that's really where it's gonna start shining. Getting that dual wield attack in there. Mm-mm. 42 versus 24. 42 is gonna be the bomb. All right, let's look at these boots. Let's see here. Boop. That'll work. And oh, everything else looks good. Let's keep moving. Woo! Switched out the belt. Got 3 potions now. 3 potions, 3 potions. So this is health regen for the I can't think of the name of it. Health regen for the wolf. Can't even talk these days. What's wrong with me? Look at that.
Impossible. Impossible.
Woo. I'll take the wooden shield for now because I need it. A little bit of a wooden shield for some slight protection. Let's get on down in here and kill everything with. Oh wow! That dude. I don't know what that was. That dude hit me with something hard. I don't remember that dude having that ability before. Or maybe I just actually just always beat him before he ever used that ability. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Let's use the Targe. Woohoo! Now I get to dual wield next time. Next time I level up. Next time I level up, dual wield, here I come. Oh, that was a level up. Look at that. I am to the power. $65 versus 88. Let's do 88. Things die faster. Turning that. 88. We want things to die quicker. We want things to die quicker. Okay, this one is throw that in. Still 88. That works. That over here. I know I shouldn't even be worried about cleaning my inventory, making my inventory look pretty, but I can't help it. Oh, I forgot. There's a sort button. Oh, I miss you, Ellie. I miss you so much. Thank you, Ellie, for being as awesome as you are. Giving me a search button. Jade ring.
This way. You're here to help. Protect the son, the Drake. Tread carefully.
Really?
Note here. It isn't safe. We'll reconvene outside.
All right, there were some things I wanted to do, but I could not figure out what I wanted to do. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle. So I got that one. I got that one. I got that one. Not worried about that. Not worried about that. Not worried about that. About that. That. About that. Sort.
That should hold them. But the reinforce the howling so lovely. What do you mean here? Or at a bit. Well, tell you
Oh,
what,
hold up.
let's
One of
get
the
out
things I
here
want to
first,
do
and
is
then I'll explain
sound.
more. These peace talks are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is after us.
Why did I pick that up by accident? Where is it? Care about that one. Let's go. Ah, they thought they were awesome. Come busting in the sky, into the sky, out of the sky side. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna kill you." And I was like, my guy was like, "Nope, nope." The silver ring. Okay, hold up. Get that attunement. All right. There we go.
Not die. Impossible.
Cool. I forgot this one was over here. And I forgot what actually comes in that one. Ah, the mage thing.
Impossible.
There we go. Uh, Da, 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 da. Bum, bum, bum.
I'm sure you have questions, but let me first check and make Epoch.
Oh, you're taking my man. Oh, take him. Please don't take him. He's so integral to the plot line. Oh, he's gone already.
A terror's blessing. Prayers be with you.
Edge helmet.
Everything okay? What? That man? What am we back? Are you your stay safe?
Oh, look at that. We get to go
Stay
do some
alive
more.
and bring
More attunement.
us back.
Look at that. Oh, learn stuff. Okay, so we're almost at level 8. When we hit level 8, we're able to specialize again. So the second specialization is going to be Gathering Storm. Then at 20, we'll specialize in the Tempest Strike. And then after we get to 20 Tempest Strike, we're gonna go just get that Storm Totem configuration. That is the configuration I think is gonna work. Keep us alive. We'll see. Because right now we can't do anything about. Oh, look at that. We got specialization now. We want that attunement. Then we want to get that second specialization. Bam, bam. There we go. So we want to increase our attack speed. Then we're going to go ahead and get the lightning penetration. Then we get this one. This is going to be, this will make our doggy do more damage. The doggy would do more damage. Apparently, we just kind of trying to waltz through here. Inventory. So this is 99, 95, 98, so it's 98. Oh, is that because of attack speed changes? Yeah, I bet you that is. We lose just a little bit because it's a little bit slower. Just a tad bit slower, but even with that, it should have a little bit more extra damage though. So go ahead, just chalk that up to let's switch it out. Let's switch it out. Let's go. 112 just by that one chain. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, Wolf gets something. What does the Wolf get? Oh, crud. Wolf didn't get any extras. Just got a standard buff increase. So this one is supposed to be a good one. Why? And let's go ahead and pick it up. And so this one is a good one because it has health. We're looking for health. So bam, that automatically puts us at 211 to 219. 219's about, you know. And then let's go ahead and this one is for dodge rating. This one's for movement speed. I think we need to go more movement speed. That's just me. We're gonna go movement speed. We're gonna do that. We could try to do something with the ring, but we're not. I don't think we're to that point yet. One-handed sword, baby. One-handed sword. Scepters. We got some boots. The boots are awesome because the boots have what? Health. There we go. So we got health on the boots. Got a little dodge. Got a little thing. That works out. So if I remember correctly, we chose a little health restore there because we wanted a little bit more capability to keep ourselves alive. So this health regen was what we chose for ourselves. So that gets us 8, 9, 10, puts us right in here. We then can add spell damage in here until we can get up to this point. And then after we get to this point, I think that's when we put in more points into here to push us over to the 20. Then we can just move on to the next thing that we have. Woo! Ooh. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. This is actually pretty solid so far. I didn't know if I was gonna enjoy using what you wanna call it first though. we go. All right. All right, so this is a weapon that does. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna put this one in. We're gonna take this to 2 because we got to. $129, $142, $42, $143. That's how we do, people. That's how we do. We keep going, keep adjusting until we get what we want, which is more damage, more damage. Now the question is, will I survive this fight? Probably not.
You're here for the Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Your member wing. The Epoch is out. Aid me.
There we go. Come on, come on. There we go. He thought he could beat me. He thought he could beat me. That's what he gets for this thinking process being all messed up. Let's go, let's go.
Now get me out of here.
I will the if more now which speak. Let's head back to camp. I must actually once.
Terra's blessing. Prayers be with you.
He's back. He's been quiet since he returned. If you could speak with him, I'd be grateful.
I can sell all this stuff before I get sucked into another place.
Right.
Impossible.
You're back. Now, not where do you go? Lena. I'm sorry to you. This is what's best for us all. Epoch's power.
I think what we're gonna have to do though is gotta keep the pet. Pet's gonna be good. Gathering Storm looks like it's gonna be what we need to get us started.
What is this place? The spirits, they are in pain.
Woo! Mm-hmm. Now let's go this. Rid of that. Tempest strike.
Impossible. And who are you? Impossible.
Terra, watch your gods.
There we go.
Yes? Gods be with you.
So this makes me go all the way through this thing. Oh, look at the gloves. What the gloves got? And a little minion damage increase that goes through. We'll get rid of that. Let's move.
Impossible. Impossible.
Get that spell damage increase. Let's get this wolf. The next round wolf. Oh, that's terrible. I want a wolf now. There we go.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
Impossible.
Oh, we gotta go this way. Oh, yes, this way. Yeah.
Impossible.
Farewell.
The first thing we need to do is get rid of all those extras. Ooh.
Impossible.
There we go. Okay.
What brings you here? Terra's grace be with you.
Do that. There, shards, quiver. Two-handeds. I'll take that. With life. Ooh. Oh, go this way.
Keep them off me. Impressive. Go on. I'll be right behind you.
Ooh. Counselor's chambers.
I see.
So the question then
What?
will become,
Go on then. Bah.
is all of this acceptable?
The gods have long left this world, but their memory will give you comfort. Be safe, traveler.
Minion necrotic. Chance to ignite. Kinda sucks. Both of them. This is gonna replace that with no problem. All right. So here, that happens when we get to 20. We'll have 2 wolves in no time. All right. So tomorrow morning we'll come back in. we'll run a little bit more last epoch. We also have the what you want to call it right at this time. We also have the guys set and ready. We're checking the see if the filter is going to be good. So we're doing pretty good. The filter's been filtering out a little bit of stuff, which looks like it works for me. We might filter out a little bit more tomorrow. We'll see. But it looks like it's doing pretty good. There are some problems, and let's just go ahead and just be honest. I burn out a mana too much with Tempest Strike, so that's one of the things we're gonna have to. The question is, should I just run with Gathering Storm until I can get Tempest Strike up to a point where we can actually utilize it? Because when we go through and we look at Tempest Strike, some of the things that we're going to be taking is the reduction of mana costs. So we get the reduction of mana costs here. We get this. We go there. We go there. Then we go boom up to here. Then we're going to be going down this way. And we come across picking up this one. Oh, no. The first thing we should do is go down here, there, cut these two out. Then go to mana efficiency. Because I don't really want to throw any of the other stuff at all. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and drop off here today. I'm gonna go get myself some food. I got a salad. I think I get myself some salad. Then I'm gonna go to bed, and we'll be back tomorrow morning bright and early, so we can go ahead and try to finish this out. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself, and I hope this has helped you in your quest for ultimate power. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.